is my great pleasure to welcome to the stage the Chairman of the Sport Australia Hall of Fame, John Bertrand.
Thank you, Stephen. The Honourable Kevin Andrews, Minister for Social Services. The Honourable Bob Hawke, co-patron of the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. Bob, welcome. Fantastic. Michael Venus, Etihad Airways Vice President of Global Corporate Communications. John Coates, Chairman of the Australian Olympic Committee and Vice President of the International Olympic Committee. John Wiley, the Chairman of the Australian Sports Commission. John Fahey, President, World Anti-Doping Authority. Neil Comrie, Chairman of Drinkwise Australia. Dawn Fraser, Sport Australia Hall of Fame inaugural female inductee. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. As I look around this room, I see the who's who of Australian sport, our greatest athletes and our greatest administrators. I see the green and gold, both at national and international level. One can go no higher. In contrast, this last year, Australia has been rocked by drugs and gambling in sport, and indeed around the world. We have now entered the world of professionalism and big money. The game has certainly changed. This cuts to the core of our great country, because the DNA of Australia is pure sport, the DNA. Penalties and suspensions are one thing, and that will continue, but we need to educate and continue to educate our young people. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Character is like a tree, and reputation is its shadow. Character is the real thing, reputation is what we think it is." It's our responsibility to teach our young ones strong moral character, concepts of right from wrong, strong moral courage, and values of trust and integrity. Because the reality is, if they cheat, they will get caught, and in many cases, it will destroy their young lives forever. Tonight we'll be presenting Sport Australia Hall of Fame scholarships to 5 outstanding young people with support of Etihad Airways, our major sponsor and tonight's presenting partner. Each recipient will be assigned Hall of Fame members as mentors, and you'll be hearing who those mentors are very soon. What an opportunity for these young dream builders, these young people who want to climb their own Everests. Also tonight we welcome 7 new members, incredible members, into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. They represent the best of the best in this great country of ours. They can go no higher. Finally, a huge thank you to our Sport Australia Hall of Fame team, Bob, Tanya and Laura, plus Stephen Phillips, Peter Jones for tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Sport Australia Hall of Fame and Etihad Airways, have a memorable evening, but before I hand it over, it's now my great pleasure to welcome Michael Venus, Etihad Airways Vice President, Global Corporate Communications.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to be here tonight, and it's great to be back in my hometown. Etihad Airways President and Chief Executive Officer James Hogan, a big Sahoff supporter and a sports enthusiast, regrets he's unable to be here tonight. He's back in Abu Dhabi, but he has asked me to pass on his best wishes for a very memorable evening. As Australia's sporting capital, it is only fitting that Melbourne hosts this annual induction and awards dinner. Tonight is a special evening in which we pay tribute to Australia's sporting legends, we celebrate our greatest sporting moments, and we acknowledge the bright young stars of tomorrow. Tonight is about excellence, striving to be at the top of your game and being best in class. These are values that are fundamental to Etihad Airways, and we're pleased to be supporting those values tonight. As a business, we have a very clear goal: to be the best airline in the world. It's something we strive towards each day. It's something that defines all of what we do. It's something we expect from each and every member of our staff. This focus on excellence is something we respect in athletes. Sport is very important to Etihad Airways and to the airline's international branding strategy. We sponsor Manchester City in England, which plays at Manchester's Etihad Stadium on the multi-purpose Etihad campus. We also sponsor, as I'm sure you all know, Etihad Stadium here in Melbourne, the London-based Harlequins Rugby Club, the GAA Hurling All-Ireland Senior Championship, and the Abu Dhabi Ocean Racing Team, which competes in the Volvo Around the World Ocean Race. The airline is the title sponsor of the Abu Dhabi Etihad Airways Formula One Grand Prix, which this year takes place in just a few weeks between November 2 and 4. Our relationship with Saarhof dates back to 2009. We are, as John has mentioned, the major sponsor of Saarhof and the presenting partner of this annual induction and awards dinner. We also support Saarhof's mentoring and scholarship program. Etihad Airways provides each of the program's 5 winners with a ticket to anywhere on Etihad Airways' global network. This enables talented young sports stars to compete at an international level and to showcase their talents on the world stage. Our current contract runs until 2015. So, ladies and gentlemen, Etihad Airways is proud to have this close association with Saarhof and elite sport here in Australia and around the world. Long may it continue. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you, Michael.